cake?
Very nice. So soft. I need to give you puppy orange.
If I was you, what am I see?
Try. Oh my days.
Let me make come.
I say you be chef.
Chef, I be better chef.
Better chef over.
Oh no, say you just talk this one, so I don't go sack you.
Green drink now, my use. I swear this cake nice. I don't know why they complain say no fun.
You make sense.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? Thank you so much for your constant support. The last I checked, I am now at 4k subscribers. Thank you very much. So guys, today's recipe is kind of been different. Make sure to grab a seat and your honey coated popcorn like right now. Do you know why? Because this recipe I am going to be giving you guys is actually like my signature kind of recipe, actually, because you all know I have a super mat now, and if you've not seen the video of my super mat, click the link below or just type search Ashi Demis Medic on YouTube, where I made a video showing my new super mat and everything I went through trying to set up that super mat in Nigeria. So I actually have some homemade snacks I actually sell in this shop, like cake, popcorn, plantain chips, and every other thing like that. Most of my customers tasting those snacks, like, I've always left a good remark like, wow, this is nice, how did you do it, blah blah blah. Normally I am not actually supposed to share this with you, but then I don't want to be stingy. Let me just share it, and I hope for this you give me plenty thumb up. Share. So guys, let's get started. As you can see, the ingredient list. One thing to achieving a final result for cake is you following the proper measurement for the cake ingredient and following the right procedure. Those days, I remember when I was learning cake, I didn't really learn it though. Just like I have one of my neighbor's mom that was into this cake bakery, and sometimes I used to see her. Then I was like, I wanted to learn. Then she would tell me, keep staring for 10 minutes. No, it's not even 10 minutes, almost 1 hour. You keep staring, and she'll be like, stay in one direction, don't change back, blah blah blah. But growing up and being a YouTuber, trying so many recipes and everything, I found an easy way, guys. You don't have to do those old traditional method of staring in one side, stare to the right, or those people that actually make it look difficult using mixer and be like, so if you know what get mixer now, we're not go do cake with that, especially if you're actually trying to use your own money, your own cake to make money. You all agree with me that if abroad and even in Nigeria, most Nigerian homes now, they now use meter. So imagine using meter with electricity and using that mixer. Do you know how much you'll be paying? You understand what I'm trying to say? So it's actually not advisable, unless if you're actually doing like mass production. Like for me, that I'm just a starter, I'm just a beginner. I know I have a lot of expenses. I'm just trying to minimize my profit and every other thing. You know that when you actually start the business, you don't think about profit. You know, right? You want just to produce for people to like it, but then I go you will need to mixer, and then some customers will soon come and I be saying this 100 I could buy 50. They're saying 50 in that woman my Benny. So guys, don't mind me. That's just some of the customers I've come across with. So guys, I found a new method, and making this cake took me less than 20 minutes or even 10 minutes, just for the fact that I have to shoot the video, hold the camera, check if it's nice, this and blah 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 and every other thing. So this is actually less than 10 minutes. Just bing. So it's better than those old traditional methods. I'm very sure one of the reasons you subscribe to my channel is because I always try to look for an easy way method, an easy cook method, an easy food method. Mo máa bá yín wá ọ̀nà tó yẹ pé oúnjẹ tẹ́ bá máa sè ó máa wà easy for yín. Please, if you are not Yoruba, tell your Yoruba friends to translate for you. The Oyinbo is coming lẹ́nu. Normally, if I do cake in my house, I know they measure am. I'll just do it direct until my ancestors actually say, it's okay now, you're putting too much, blah blah blah. I don't check measurement, but trying to, I'll be producing this for the public. That when you're actually doing mass production, producing something for the public, you have to go with a particular measurement and make sure that your taste for all your final product is almost same, like same taste. So when somebody tastes it, they'll be like, this is actually demi snack. This is it. They will know that distinct thing. Not like today it should be sugary, tomorrow it should be less sugary, then next one it should be soft. No. So if you actually want to sell to the public, you have to stick to this. Stick to a particular measurement and keep using it forever and ever. Let people know you with that. At times other people say, I get breaking come. You go they salty today, get this thing. Have that distinct smell, distinct taste, distinct texture, and it's been like that for over how many years now. So that's just one thing to a goal of business. So basically, one thing about cake mixing is you mix all the dry ingredients together, then you mix all the wet ingredients together, then you mix everything together. That's just it. The first thing I'm doing here is my margarine, kind of hot, so I'm just going to stir for some time. I have 2 to 3 methods of preparing this cupcake. This is the first one using margarine. The second one is using vegetable oil. That one is very simple. No in those steps. I just pour everything, all the ingredients in once and mix everything together. But you don't have to do it one after the other. So anyone that is actually easy for you, you have to choose it. Then any reason that is actually great for you, you have to go with it. Then you pour in your sugar, you stir together. By stirring, you still hear that crank sound for butter and sugar. The traditional method will be like you keep stirring till you cannot hear that sugar sound. You almost leave that one. As far as you've known that the butter and sugar are now in good mix, like in good proportion. Even if you're hearing the sound, everything will melt while baking. Why do you have to stress yourself because of sweetie apple? So you just stir and the right proportion. Make sure like the butter and sugar are incorporated together, just like you understand. So the next thing is you have to use 3 eggs. Then you put in the egg like one after the other. You break in the first egg, you stir just to make sure everything is in good proportion. Then you add the second egg, you stir in good proportion. Add the third egg, you stir like that. Just be doing small. Because in as much as we are just trying to boycott everything, we still want a very fluffy cake, right? And we are not using mixer. So even while we're using our hand, we have to get something as good as possible. So just stay for some, maybe like 1 minute each. I'm not sure if you're up to 1 minute, depending on how fast your hand is. For me, that camera just kept falling because it doesn't have a stand, and I was tired already. And the next thing is for you to add your vanilla extract. Then stir together. Your vanilla extract can be liquid or powder. Anyway, you want. If it is powder, you make it follow the powder ingredient mix. If it is liquid, you make it follow the liquid ingredient mix. And you add your milk. The milk can also be powder or liquid, but better for the milk to be liquid because in this recipe there is no water. There is no water there at all. So the only actual liquid you're using is your egg and the milk. So if you're using only the egg, the cake might actually comes out being too tough or too, I don't really know, I've not tried that, but better to actually use liquid milk. Or if you actually have powder milk, just dilute it with water. That's all. For the dry ingredients, make sure to sieve out everything. Sieving the dry ingredient makes it for air bubbles. Like your final result, when you actually open the cake, you see those air pores, like those pores inside, those spaces inside, right? So it's due to proper sieving. So you sieve your flour, you sieve your baking powder, all the powder, this thing. Let everything come through goes out through the sieve. That's just one key to having a very fluffy cake. Then when you are done, you pour everything together and stir in the mix. Give it a good stir. Then another tips to having a good cake mix is don't stir for too long. That was why anytime you're making this cake, the first thing you should do is for you to mix your liquid first, the liquid part first, so that because the butter, maybe the margarine might actually beat up, you might have to beat for some time. Adding the liquid is stay. So you just have to leave it for you to rest. The work you've done, just let it rest more, then you can go with the sieving. understand? But I've seen most people try the sieve first before the liquid. But trust me, try doing the liquid mix first, so that while sieving out the powder part, the cake liquid is already going on a proper rest. You understand? Then when you now pour the final this thing, do not overwork on it, because once you have the flour, the more you mix, the tougher the cake gets. So just like a partial mixing kind of, you understand? So when you actually mix this together, you oil your pan. I use the sachet margarine. So after using everything inside the sachet, I still have some leftover margarine there. So what I did was just to use brush to take some of it out and use to coat the pan. Then I put flour on each pan. Then I just use to dust it around, so that the final removal of the cake will be very easy. God knows this is the last time I'm actually trying to use this pan. Like, it gave me a lot of hard work, from buying from the market, washing each of them. See, if you're using this type of pan, please, your finance thing, please don't allow them to stick together, because removing it is going to be the hardest thing you ever see, and that's the only one I could get in the market. But God knows I'm going for a bigger one now. I'll just cut it with table knife into sizes so that I actually get better cake pan. Don't forget to always wash everything you're going to use, from your cake pan to the bowl you're using to wash, to your cake brush. Wash every single thing, especially when it is actually for public. Please, you cannot use your own to go and infect other people. Like people like me, I'm really selective, because I know all this roadside thing, like, I really do not eat them, because when I eat them, my body is very sensitive to either I have diarrhea, either I have like stuff like that. So I actually have a particular restaurant that I eat from, and I've been to there for almost how many this thing now. Understand? So preparing max products for the public, you really have to be 100% hygienic, like 100% hygienic. Then another thing to do is, when you actually want to sell this to the public, you actually have to get a measuring cup. When I bought it the pack 700. It has the measuring cups, measuring spoon, and all the sizes is written there. Like, we have 1 cup, 1.5 cup, blah blah blah, and everything. So anytime you see a measurement online, it's just easy for you to use. Trust me, this is my first time buying it. Forget all the measurement I used to put in my previous videos, just because I had to use air to do calculation. I don't use measurement. Even today, when I was cooking in the house and my staff was there and I was putting salt, is that salt not too much? That I did not even use measurement. I said, African mothers, they use measurement. That when you were learning from your mom, did she actually use to measure the salt? She said, yeah, she used to measure it. And I asked, where is she from? Then her mom is not actually like a full Nigerian, but the proper Nigerian mom, they use measurement. I just high gauge, and then when the food is done, it comes out nice. If you actually want to see the food I prepared with my staff, check my video on momo stew. Yeah, momo sauce. Then I made a video over eating the food. There was no complaint of salt, nothing. So me cooking at home, I don't use measurement. It's when I actually want to make video, and me trying to use my head to use that measurement save, like, I find it very hard for me. But I just have to, for beginners, you understand. So the next thing you do is you just pour the batter. You pour the cake into the pan. Then make sure to pour it halfway, because the dough is going to rise definitely. So it will not rise and spill in your oven. Then you start cleaning again. No, pour it like very halfway. Me, this was like, that's the first time doing this cake again for still. So I've forgotten most of those rules. So I'm giving you my experience. Another thing about this stubborn cake pans is these cake pans are very stubborn. Then this baking tray actually have the not baking tray, baking net per se. Then they keep turning over. At the time, say I felt like the house was burning, like the cake was burning, only to get there to see that the cake, everything has spilled everywhere. I had to clean up and make another batter again. This cake pan showed me pepper. So guys, this cake pan, they're actually not advisable unless you're using a full baking tray. Anything aside that, because look for another one. It's not advisable. to use. My experience was I wasted a lot of flour because they kept falling down. Because the tray rack was kind of bigger than the ayash. You just leave it in the oven for 180 degrees to bake for 20 minutes in 180 degrees. I use a gas oven, so my oven does not have temperature. See what I am saying? It's just normal sense. Just make sure that it sits close to your oven. Thank God I actually sat close to my oven the first time I did this, because I didn't know that this thing was going to spill in the oven. So how did the batter just spilled in the oven and everything was burning? Then I was smelling, I was like, what was wrong? That is this oven fast up? Because that would be my first time using that oven too. It's my new house in Nigeria. This oven is fast. Now cake done the burn. Just for me to go and see that everything has splashed and the gas was already removing fire. I had to just off it. Everywhere was smoke. So if I had waited a second later, or maybe I actually left the gas to bake and say, okay, I dey bake cake, may I go buy water for outside. And so house go just burn. But God knows me, I don't play with oven. I don't even want to know how perfect that oven is. I used to stay with them because oven, when they just change that, especially gas, when they change their mind like this, it will shock you. Something should not happen now. Why would I get money to say landlord sorry? No. I don't know if you do that kind of way. So anytime you're using your oven, be eye sensitive, be nose sensitive, be body sensitive. All your sense organs should be very, very sensitive. Any small smell, we'll go and choose where it's coming from, especially when I'm using gas. I really don't used to leave my gas when I am going out. Even if it's to buy something. At as if I want to borrow water and the water is plenty, I'll be like, then we can buy water and to buy. I say, no, what if something just happened now and they just kidnap me or clinical? So I'll not leave the gas burning. I used to off it. I know they risk gas. Me and gas will not be bad at all. We are not friends. So can you see how smooth the batter is looking? I didn't use a mixer. I didn't use anything. Small by small, bit by bit, do it halfway. Then just put in the oven. Leave it to bake for 20 minutes, 180 degrees. Or if you know your oven, just bake like on a medium heat. Cake is sweeter when it's done on a medium heat. You understand? And that's it. Then you bring it out and leave it to cool. Then remove it from the pan. Then that's all. Ashidemis cake is ready. If you like this recipe, please make sure to give it a thumb up. If you don't like it, please make sure to tell me my mistakes. I'm open to critics and everything, but so far my customers love my cake and I keep producing more every single day. And mind you, if you're actually doing this for the public, my cake can actually last 2 to 3 weeks. Choose any preservative of your choice, and that's it. Black preservative, I cannot tell you my preservative, sorry. After giving you my recipe, I should tell you my preservative again. Bye bye, Joe.